What's good? Brian Tong here, and 2024 is shaping up to be a big year for the iPhone and Apple. We're going to talk all about the latest iPhone 16 and 16 Pro news because, look, it's going to be all about generative AI and how Apple's approaching it in this year's products. There's still going to be plenty of Apple Vision Pro content here on this channel as it keeps on developing and, a whole bunch of other tech. But let's get to the latest Apple stories, and we start with the iPhone 16 hardware leaks. Now, a new photo claims to be a mold of Apple's upcoming iPhone 16 standard model that shows off the rumored return to a vertical camera arrangement. According to reports, Apple's been trying out different camera bump designs for the standard iPhone 16, and they all feature a vertical camera setup. Now, Apple leaker Majin Buu on Twitter also revealed what could potentially be the first look at a new iPhone 16 part. It appears to be the main camera chassis for the standard model iPhone 16 with this vertical camera layout that takes us back to the iPhone 10, but the practical reason it's moved away from the previous diagonal camera design is because the standard model iPhone 16 and 16 Plus will support spatial video recording and potentially photos as well alongside of the 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max. Now, Mac Rumors has chimed in and verified that this part is also a genuine part for the iPhone 16 and is intended to be used in this year's iPhone release. Now, Majin Buu also claims the iPhone 16 Pro lineup could potentially come in two new colors. According to him, Desert Titanium would be similar to the gold of the iPhone 14 Pro, but a deeper tone. And then Titanium Gray, that would be similar to a shade of Space Gray that's also deeper and darker than we've seen on previous iPhones. Now, to remind you, there was no gold color option on the 15 Pro lineup, but, I'm still waiting for Purple Titanium, Apple, Purple. I know you watch these videos, even a 54-minute long review, so I'm still just going to speak this into existence. Bring back purple. Now, the biggest change that I'm actually excited for with the iPhone are all these rumors around this new capture button that will act like a mechanical camera button. Now, it's expected to be placed on the bottom right side of the phone, so when you rotate it, it's in that perfect spot for right-handed people to take a picture. It'll reportedly be able to focus with just a half press and then take a photo with a full press down, similar to a camera. Reports also claim that you'll be potentially able to slide your finger across it to zoom in and out, just truly leaning into the fact that our phones are our cameras and our cameras are our phones. And if we're getting a new iPhone 16 lineup with, let's say, a new A18 chip, that's the only one that can handle Apple's new generative AI features. And then you got this new camera button that brings all new functionality to the iPhone. This might be the iPhone that I actually lean into more for people to make an upgrade, where in the past, I just haven't pushed for the need to upgrade for the last 2 to 3 or 4 years. So now it's Apple that has to deliver on these rumored AI features, but we could really see some meaningful changes to the iPhone this year. Now, before we talk about those, let's take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, Proto AR. Now, check this out. I've got two things to show off here. First up, this is the Proto AR modular 2-in-1 hub mouse that is one of the most unique mice I've used on the road, specifically designed for Apple MacBook and iPad users. Now, I don't bring a full-size mouse with me on the go, but I've used this mouse for my last 3 trips. Inside its body is a 3-in-1 hub that you can take out that connects with USB 3.0, and it gives you an additional USB-C port with power delivery quick charging, a USB-A 3.0 port, and one 4K HDMI port to connect hard drives, keyboards, and other devices. It weighs 2.79 grams, so it's ultra light and has a sleek portable design, and it's perfect for professionals that prioritize convenience and essential functionality. Now, check out the XK01 Trifold keyboard from Proto AR. This is a trifold design that saves space, and when you're on the go, unfold it to lay it out. And then when you're done, fold it up, tuck it in your bag, and it's another elegant solution for traveling professionals. Now, it's a full-size layout keyboard. I said full size with a complete numeric pad, and it's lighter than using Apple's Magic Keyboard. The bounce back from here, the keys, it just isn't compromised. It really feels right, and it honestly surprised me how good it is. Proto AR's hub mouse and trifold keyboard are a killer portable combo, and to learn more, click on the link in the description of this video and use code BrianTong to take advantage of the deal. All right, let's get back to the stories, and if we're still talking iPhone, it's going to be all about artificial intelligence for Apple in 2024. So let's get everyone up to speed. Recent reports from the Economic Daily News in Taiwan claim that the iPhone 16 lineup is expected to feature an upgraded neural engine with significantly more cores as Apple finally puts a major focus on AI in their product lineup. And this isn't just for the iPhone and the expected A18 chip, but also with the future M4 chip that they're looking at that will be inside of Macs. Now, an upgraded neural engine is crucial so that Apple can significantly improve the performance for AI and machine learning tasks. We've also heard several reports, and Bloomberg's Mark Gurman has really been at the front of them, saying that iOS 18 and iPadOS 18 will feature a slew of new AI features. Apple has been training both Siri and the iPhone's built-in Spotlight search tool with these large language models to improve the ability for both of them to answer more complex questions and do it accurately. Now, we know AI has been involved in our technology for over a decade, and it's still being used today. Things like offering us suggestions to complete a sentence in an email or giving us suggestions of places to visit around an area that we're at. That's an example of predictive AI. So predictive AI is a type of artificial intelligence that uses existing data to provide suggestions and insights and intelligent predictions. But that next level up is generative AI. You've heard all about this, right? Generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that uses data to create new content, whether it's text, images, video, or audio. All you need to do is ask a question in a prompt and it outputs a response that can then also be tweaked, but it's content that it makes. So ChatGPT, that was a lot of people's first exposure to generative AI. You could ask it to create something like a 3-course meal for a party of 6 with a main steak dish and cooking instructions, and then you'd get just that, what you need from the prompt with a starter and a dessert to complement the main course. Now, it hasn't always been perfect, but it's already pretty freaking impressive, and it keeps getting better. So Apple is now working on bringing generative AI capabilities to iOS 18 to have deeper integration with features and functions in apps, like generating specific types of playlists in Apple Music that someone may ask for, or even building presentation slides in Keynote, according to Gurman's Bloomberg report. Now, other apps that are rumored to get AI capabilities in iOS 18 include the Health app, Messages, Numbers, Pages, and Shortcuts, and there will definitely be more. Tim Cook also, he has not shied away from this either, and in a recent earnings call this month, he said Apple was working on generative AI and Apple would share details about it later this year. So expect AI to be a huge focus at WWDC 24, and then whatever they showcase will likely launch in September with the new iPhone 16 lineup. Now, Gurman also says that Apple is planning to add some new AI features to macOS 15 as well. And Apple, they're even working on a version of Xcode that is updated and will have an AI tool to help generate code, according to Bloomberg. Now, this Xcode AI tool will be able to predict and finish blocks of code and just allow developers to save time by having it streamline their app creation process. It's currently being tested internally, and 2024 is really finally the year that Apple goes all in with generative AI, and they really have to go after what Google is doing with Gemini, and then you have Android phones and all the wild stuff. Let's talk about what OpenAI is doing, which I do want to talk about. So I'm just curious to see how Apple implements AI into their products and platforms, but also how much are they going to be able to close the gap and make up for a lot of time and lost ground where they're trailing OpenAI and Google's Gemini. You know, these are two platforms that have been training their AI on expanded large language models and have already had generative AI capabilities for a couple of years. So how will Apple introduce their AI features to really a broader user base in ways that will be approachable, easy to use, and understandable? So will someone like my mom, who watches these videos, hi mama, will she use any AI features on her phone? And will it be easy for her to use or more confusing for her? What about, hey, is she even the target that Apple is looking for their user base that artificial intelligence makes sense for? Or am I the target user? Which features will I end up using? Because I called the Pixel 8 Pro the smartest phone on the planet last year. It still is, and it got even smarter with the latest Gemini update with consumer level features in photography and photo editing and audio editing that are just awesome. Samsung's S24 lineup also gets the benefit of Google's Gemini artificial intelligence too. So all AIs are on Apple now. Get it? Like AI, and then I made the I like eyes because everyone is watching to see what Apple does next. Okay, to get an idea of how quickly things are moving, if you want your mind to be blown, hey, jump on a web browser, okay, and go here to openai.com/Sora. Prepare to be wowed. This is all AI-generated video from just a text prompt that shows how advanced this is getting. It is impressive, it's disturbing, it's amazing, it's intriguing, and worrisome, like all at the same time. And it's going to get even better. There's so many questions, but Sora can create videos up to 60 seconds long with these highly detailed scenes and complex camera motions and characters with emotions just from a text prompt, okay? This first one was a prompt with the description: a stylish woman walks down a Tokyo street filled with warm, glowing neon and animated city signage. She wears a black leather jacket, a long red dress, and black boots, and carries a black purse. She wears sunglasses and red lipstick. She walks confidently and casually. The street is damp and reflective, creating a mirror effect of the colorful lights many pedestrians walk about. This is what was entered from a text prompt and created, people. No one shot anything here. This is all artificial intelligence generating this, okay? How about this one now? An aged footage with a simple prompt of historical footage of California during the gold rush. This is all OpenAI's Sora doing all this. And on first glance, does this look like it's been created by artificial intelligence to you? Now, look, it doesn't get everything right. Like, there's this scene with the prompt, step printing scene of a person running, cinematic film shot in 35 millimeter. And look, they're more than clear that it's not perfect. Sometimes it can't understand everything. But the other wild thing, you can even change aspects of the prompt, and it makes those changes in styles and environments of the original video you asked for. These are scenes of a car going down a road, and then there's different things that are being changed when you ask for them on the fly. Then you see something like this. This is an astronaut trailer made by Sora as well. All of this just blows my mind at all the implications this has. So look, this is where we are at in 2024. I still hold the belief that nothing beats the feel of a handcrafted video. Yeah, I make video, and I 100% am going to commit to doing that with all my videos from start to finish. But the quality of what Sora and OpenAI is doing at this point in time right now, this is wild. This is absolutely wild. And if I ever use any AI footage, I'll make sure you know about it, but I don't plan to anytime soon. So all these advancements in artificial intelligence is another huge shift for technology, business, society as a whole. So it's absolutely essential here now that Apple is a part of this, right? Would have I liked to see them get in on this sooner? Of course, right? I have been asking for Siri to get significant improvements for the past, 7+ years. I've been hard on Siri. I really haven't. Apple needs it to get better, but a big part of Apple is its stance on privacy, which prevents them from using all of our data and doing all the same things as other companies. But it has also built them a trustworthy reputation overall when it comes to our privacy and our personal data. No tech company is handling that better than Apple, but it does also prevent us from getting a deeper and smarter Siri assistant. So with new technologies, we know, look, the fruit company is always going to wait it out, get a sense of what's happening, and then do it their own way. But Apple feels like it's really trailing far behind the competition in the AI space right now. We'll see what they can deliver at WWDC, which we expect will be their first reveal of their generative AI plans for the iPhone and their other products. And we'll just see how much of a gap that they can close. That's what's going to be really interesting. All right, that is going to do it for this video. If you like what you see, give me that thumbs up, subs up, and hit that notification bell, ding, to get all my latest videos when they drop. And if you want more of that Apple goodness, you can check out my weekly Apple Bits XL audio podcast with the latest stories and special guests. Plus, you can support all my content with an ad-free version of the podcast, early access to my content, and exclusive content at patreon.com/Brian Tong. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace and love. And yet, this is my real hand. This is not a AI hand heart. It's real.